In this lesson, we are talking about numbers. And in Spanish, numbers is números, los números. Escribe las palabras en español. Write the words in Spanish. So we'll go through these and I will say each one so you can hear how it sounds. And then if you have the workbook, and no worries if you don't, because you still can just watch through the videos and practice saying these with me or repeating after me. But if you have the workbook, the second time we go through them, we're going to write them out together. Okay? So let's go through and I'm going to say each one and you repeat after me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now let's go through again and let's write them. 1, 1, 2, D-O-S. And I'll spell them out for you in Spanish so you can hear the letters again. 3, T-R-E-S. 3. 4, C-U-A-T-R-O. 4. 5, C-I-N-C-O. 5. And did you notice sometimes this gets people kind of thrown off because in English our letter E is E, but in Spanish the letter I is called E. So don't get tricked up when you hear that in Spanish. So it's C-I-N-C-O. 5. 6. S-E-I-S. 7. S-I-E-T-E. 7. 8. O-C-H-O. 8. And don't worry if you're not writing them as fast as I am. You can press pause and go through and write these and then go back and listen again. So don't worry if you're not able to write this fast. Number 9 is 9. N-U-E-B-E. And if you'll notice the letter V in Spanish, it kind of sounds like the letter B in English. B. 9. N-U-E-B-E. And number 10. 10. D-I-E-Z. 10. Muy bien. Good job. So these are our first 10 numbers. 1 a 10. Los números. 1 a 10. 1 to 10. 1 a 10. So let's repeat those again and you repeat after me each time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Muy bien. Good job. Now some of y'all may look at number 5 and be a little confused and go, well, why is the C at the beginning before this letter I? Why does it sound like an S? Cinco. But the C over here sounds like a K. You notice that? Cinco. That is because every time in Spanish the letter C comes right before the letter E or the letter I, it's pronounced like an S. So cinco. And because that's not an E or an I, it's pronounced normal, like a C in English or a K in English. But if it comes before the letter I or the letter E, it sounds like an S. Cinco. And there's not a whole lot of weird things like that in Spanish. Spanish is pretty much whatever you see is how it sounds, which is amazing because English and a lot of other languages, one letter can change sounds a lot. So that's the benefit. It's called a phonetic, very, very phonetic language that what you see is what you get. So the letter U is always U, the letter O is always O, and that does not change. So you can actually learn how to read in Spanish and really not have a clue what you're reading, but if you know the alphabet and how each letter sounds, you can actually read pretty fluently in Spanish, and someone that didn't know would think that you knew what you were saying. So once you learn the alphabet, you actually can read in Spanish and may not be able to understand everything, but it's easy to read once you figure out all the alphabet and get that in your brain. So good job. So we've done the alphabet and the numbers. At the end of each lesson, there is a review activity, and we will do that together now. At the top it says write the correct numbers in Spanish using the words that we've just talked about over here. Escribe con palabras los números correctos en español. Escribe con palabras los números correctos en español. So write the words of the numbers, the correct number in Spanish on the line below. Okay, so let's do that together. Here we have cuatro gatos. So there's cuatro. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. So let's write the word cuatro. C, U, A, R, T, O. Cuatro. Okay, so how many are here? How many toucans? There's 1, 2. So in Spanish, the number 2 is dos. So let's write dos. D, O, S. Muy bien. Okay, how many balls, soccer balls, do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, what is the number 7 in Spanish? So over here, the number siete. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pelotas de fútbol. 7 soccer balls. Okay, and let's count these together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The number 10 is 10. D, I, E, Z. 10. Okay, and this is caballo. Caballo is a horse. How many horses? There's just one, which is uno. U, N, O. Uno. Okay, how many bats? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. 3. Muy bien. ¿Y cuántos? Cuántos means how many. ¿Cuántos hay? How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6. 6. S-E-I-S. 6. Okay, how many horseshoes? ¿Cuántos? ¿Cuántos hay? Means how many are there? ¿Cuántos hay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, remember cinco, it sounds like an S, but what letter is it? It's the letter C because it has an E or an I after it. It's pronounced like an S. So we just have to learn which words have a C, when it's before an I or an E, or which ones have an S. So you just got to memorize that. So the number cinco starts with a C. C-I-N-C-O. C-I-N-C-O. Cinco. Muy bien. So that's our review for los números. Los números 1 a 10. The numbers 1 to 10. Muy bien, chicos.